What's good, YouTube? I am back to talk about another video. Sorry, I'm trying to get my camera straight here, y'all. Bear with me. Alright. Now, I'm back. And I wanted to talk about a topic that, again, just watching videos and surfing the net and stuff. I wanted to actually kind of address a topic and kind of ask a question, I guess, all in the same rip, I guess. It's basically lesbians that decide to date FTMs and vice versa, FTMs that still prefer to date lesbian women. Now, first let me say, this is basically just a video to express a concern or an issue, because I think a lot of people don't really understand the FTM community. I myself being one, I feel like the more you know, the more you grow. So hopefully, if you are an FTM and you're watching this video, feel free to comment, feel free to answer a couple of questions, or give your take on a couple of things. Because I guess I want to speak from, a lesbian female's point of view, and just cover a couple of things that I guess we kind of get lost in the sauce about. So, yeah, that would help out a lot. If you're watching this video, feel free to comment. Feel free to subscribe to my blog, things like that. And, clear up a lot of the stigma, or clear up a lot of inaccuracies in our community as a whole, But, first things first, the first thing I wanted to address is the lesbian female, the lesbian woman that is attracted to or decides to date or is currently dating an FTM individual. Now, on the surface, just looking, plain old black and white, right on the top from exactly what you see, a lesbian woman is a woman that is classified as someone that dates another woman or that is attracted to another female. FTM is basically a female that's transitioning to a male, and that's just basically on the surface, right? So if you are a lesbian woman that is deciding to date a female that is transitioning to a male, wouldn't that make you essentially a straight woman looking on the surface, looking just straight on the top? That would, in my mind, that would classify you as no longer being a lesbian, but either straight or bisexual. I believe that if you are going to classify yourself as a lesbian, then ultimately you should be with a woman, correct? No disrespect to the FTM community, but this is a woman that's deciding to date you based on you looking like a man. Now, I know everybody's relationship is different. It may work for some, it may not work for others. However, I guess where I'm not really understanding is when the FTM individual decides to get on T, have the top surgery, essentially in some cases the bottom surgery as well. Does that or does that not make you, it makes you a man? However, does it make you a straight man? Does it make you a bisexual man? Or does it make you a gay man? You see what I'm saying? I guess that's where we kind of get things confused or jumbled up, because in the gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender community, when you bring all of these different entities together and you don't fully understand where one piece of that entity is coming from or how it actually works, if you're not really into that community, I guess you have that if you don't understand it, you reject it type deal. So I guess that's where a lot of lesbian women are, coming from. My question, to any FTM out there watching this, how do you guys go about the sexual aspect of things. I know we all know that you now identify as a man. You are passing as a man. You are, in every aspect of the word, on paper, physically, mentally, you are now a man. So the question I guess I'm asking is, if you are still dating a lesbian woman, right, would you consider yourself a man that likes to date, I guess, bisexual women? If you are an FTM that decides to date men, would you consider yourself a gay man? Or if you're an FTM that date both, do you consider yourself a bisexual man? I mean, personally, it's just so many levels and so many questions, and just so many ignorances that we have when it comes to FTM and MTF. It's just, you're lost. We don't understand. We don't know. So I guess it does create a tear in the community because, hell, I don't understand the shit. I'm lost like a motherfucker. I do understand that it is a very cool ass transition to watch because I have subscribed to a couple of FTM blogs here. I've seen a couple of people in the club that are going through the transition currently. So it is something that piques my interest, but it also is something that I'm very curious about as far as the mental aspect goes. Where are you mentally? I know it's definitely a struggle for you guys, but when it comes to dating or still exploring your sexuality, things like that, but, what do you guys consider yourselves? How do you classify yourselves, basically? Especially for the ones that still date in and around the lesbian community. That's kind of where I get lost at, because I feel like if you're transitioning to a man, you're transitioning to become a straight man to date straight women. That's my mindset, and pardon my ignorance. That's just my mindset. That's how I feel about it. I'm like, okay, I equate man with being transitioning to a man. So I don't know if you're transitioning to become a straight man, if you're attracted to guys, or what. I don't know. It's confusing as hell. But any input would be greatly appreciated, whether you're a lesbian female or an FTM. Any little bit helps, you know what I mean? So feel free to comment. Feel free to subscribe to my blog, all that other kind of good shit. If you're on Twitter, feel free to follow me, twitter.com/nappygenius. Same spelling as here. And, that's about it for this one. Peace out, YouTube.